If you're posting videos on YouTube hoping they'll magically bring in clients, you are not alone, my friend. But here's the truth. Views and subscribers don't pay bills, but customers do. And in 2025, there's a very specific way that smart creators and entrepreneurs are using YouTube to basically build trust, generate leads, and convert viewers into paying clients on autopilot. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to turn your content into a lead generating machine without coming off salesy, without begging for attention, and the best part, without needing millions of views to make it work. Part number one, set up a channel that converts, not just looks good. Think of your channel like a digital storefront. If someone walks into a store and it looks messy, confusing, or even empty, they're gonna walk right out. Same thing happens on YouTube. You could be an amazing content creator, but if your channel doesn't instantly communicate value in what you do, who you help, and how people can actually work with you, you're losing potential leads every single day, no lie. When a new viewer lands on your page, they make a snap decision in literally seconds. Is this channel for me? Is this person credible? What should I do next? And your job is to answer all of this visually for them. And in order to start turning viewers into customers, you need to start with these steps. Okay, the very first thing that you need to do with your YouTube channel is set up the homepage. And we're gonna start from top to bottom with what is called the YouTube channel banner. And that is what this thing is right here. And you can actually create these right in Canva. Let's go over to Canva and take a look. Literally, you go to Canva, and then if you type in YouTube channel banner, you'll get all different types of templates that you can actually choose from for your YouTube banner. Now, you don't want to include too much on it. I always recommend to include some sort of one-liner in your banner. So for example, helping coaches getting clients on YouTube could be an example of a one-liner. If you take a look at my banner, basically for smarter growth, want to work together, subscribe. You know, it's very simple, straight to the point, but I help people grow online. So that is my one-liner. That is the first thing. And you can include a picture of yourself, your logos. I have tried various different ones, some that have my picture of myself on it. This one, as you can see, does not have my picture. So that is the very first part that comes with setting up your YouTube channel. Do not leave this area blank because it will confuse people. It won't be clear who you help right away. And this is actually one of the first things that people see when they arrive to your channel. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to have some links in your about section. So links that people can actually click to either buy your services, buy your products, and you want to point out where they can get them. Like, make it so that the links bring them exactly to where you want them to go, because if people do not know where you want them to go, they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to move on to one of your competitors or go to another channel. So as you can see here, I have some links here. And, you know, here's a little bit about what I do and how I help people. I have my social media, and then down below are my links. So I have my website, I have a link for people to subscribe right to my channel, and then I have some social media links. So all of that is there, and you can use a Stan Store. I'm a big fan of Stan Store, or you can use Bitly links to put them right here in this section. And then lastly, you want to have either a 60-second trailer video, a welcome video, or some type of video here that clearly illustrates exactly what you do and how you help people. So you can put that right here. Do not leave this section blank. You want to have some sort of video there that really just represents exactly what it is that you do and what people can expect from you in your content. And if you were to do a 60-second video, briefly describe what it is that you do, and then give a call to action, whether it's to subscribe to your channel, to click on a link to book a call with you, or to grab a free guide so that you can capture their email address. But you want to use this real estate right here to showcase what it is that you do, because this really does set the tone. Talked about a few things here. In order to accomplish these three things that I just mentioned, the banner, you can make this in Canva for free. I just showed you that. For Bitly, you can use that for free as well. You can sign up for a Stan Store if you'd like to house your links there. That's maybe $20 to $30 a month. And then obviously, like, to edit your trailer, you can get set up on CapCut even for free to put together a really simple and easy trailer. And you can use your phone, guys, to record these videos. There's no need to start on YouTube with, you know, really expensive equipment and then start off in the red spending all this money on equipment if you're just starting. So you can get started with those tools ASAP. Okay, you've got the storefront ready. Now let's attract some buyers. Part 2, create buyer-focused content that actually converts and not just entertains. Most creators post for views, but you, on the other hand, are going to be posting for buyers. Here's the truth. Most small YouTubers, they focus a lot on building their brand, getting lots of views, providing value, but without a plan to turn that into an actual business. That is why their channels grow. They get all these subscribers, but their income, on the other hand, doesn't grow. And you don't want that problem. Your videos should act like a filter that attracts the right people, but also repels the ones who never plan on buying from you. And you want someone to watch one of your videos and say, this is exactly who I've been waiting for and looking for this entire time. But that only happens if your content speaks directly to their problems, you speak their language and their decision-making process of your ideal client. So keep that in mind. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is answer real buyer questions. And you can do all of that in YouTube. You simply go to YouTube and into the search bar, you type in how to and whatever your offer is. For example, if you are someone that helps coaching clients, right? You can type in something like how to. Pay attention to what auto suggests down below. How to price coaching packages, how to price your coaching services, how to price your online course. These are all questions that people are typing in that they're looking for answers for. And then also look at some of the thumbnails that you see down below and what are some of the titles in videos about that you can get some inspiration from as well. That is how you can start finding some real burning questions that your ideal audience has, and then you can then answer them in your content. You essentially need to be solving many problems that people have through your content that you're putting out there in your videos. And then you're going to be taking it a step further. Not only are you going to be creating this content, but you can create a free guide or a checklist or something to pair with the content. For example, if your clients are really stressed out with how to get leads, if you're in the coaching industry, right? If your clients are really stressed out with how to get leads, you can put together a free guide, 3 free ways to get new clients without having to chase people in cold direct messages or something along those lines. And you can have that show up right underneath your video or right after your video. And then you can capture their email address and continue to market to them even after they've already watched your video, and you can stay in front of them and be top of mind for when they are ready to buy from you. It's important to shift beliefs in the content that you're putting out there. If your ideal client feels like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to post every single day online to get clients and that is exhausting, then you want to debunk that belief in your content and show them that it is possible to get an abundance of clients without having to post every single day and be at the mercy of the algorithm. You also want to use buyer intent keywords in your titles, in your thumbnails, in your descriptions, and even in your hooks. And if you look at some of these thumbnails here, you can see that they're using the word coaches. They're using the words, your price your agency, coaching offers. These are all words that potential clients who are in the coaching industries are going to be looking up. So you can get lots of inspiration to see what your competitors are using for titles, but you can also use ChatGPT. So let me show you how to do that. In ChatGPT, this is the prompt that I used. Write 3 video titles and hooks that attract online coaches who want to get more clients. And then here are the examples. So you can see the titles, why your coaching business isn't fully booked and how to fix it this month. And then here are the hooks, boom, boom, boom. So you can go through them, find the best one, and you already have your title and your hook. And the title is actually the very first part that I start with when creating content. Before I do my thumbnail, before I start recording, I always start with, all right, what is the title? And then I go to create the thumbnail, which I'll talk about more later in this video. If you're getting value from this, hit that subscribe button. I teach strategies that get you clients and not just likes. Okay, you've got content that pulls the right people in, but content without a funnel, That's just free education, and let's change that right now. Part number 3, build a simple funnel that actually converts without overwhelm. Content alone doesn't sell, but funnels on the other hand do, and a lot of creators think if I just give enough value, people will start to reach out, and it's really not how it works. That doesn't work at all, actually. And if you don't tell people what you want them to do next, most people won't do anything at all, and that's why you need a simple client funnel, something that gently moves people from watching a video to actually joining your list to becoming a client or a buyer. And this doesn't require any complex tech or expensive tools, just a clear next step. All right, here's an example. Think of it like dating. Content gets you noticed, the funnel builds the relationship, and then the offer seals the deal. Okay, the very first thing that you need to do is create your offer or your lead magnet, and you can go to town with Canva and create an amazing looking lead magnet or PDF for free. I would go to canva.com, create an account if you already don't have one, and then just simply type in lead magnet. And you can look for either like a checklist template or a guide template, but there are a ton of different options that you can choose from. And then essentially you just download this as a PDF, and then you can upload this to, you can connect this with a landing page on Kits, or formerly known as ConvertKit, but you can sign up with ConvertKit for a very economical rate and create a landing page and design it. And then once someone inputs their name and their email information, ConvertKit or Kit will deliver the PDF that you created in Canva, thus allowing you to continuously build up your lead funnel and just remarket to people over time so that you can warm them up, and then they can start essentially booking calls or buying whatever it is that you have to offer them. One thing that ConvertKit does really, really well is it sends out email automations on your behalf. I don't think it's enough to just send one email to people delivering the guide or whatever it is that you're giving away. With my own experience, I've found that sending out anywhere from 4 to 7 emails in a series or a sequence is a really good way to go about it. And you can build all of that in Kit. It can show you who opened your email, who clicked, who received, once you're marketing to these people after you've delivered your free guide. This setup doesn't just get leads, it creates sales, but you don't need to hustle every day if you build evergreen content. So let's talk about it. Part number 4, automate and scale with evergreen content. You don't need to post daily, you need to post smart. YouTube, at the end of the day, is a search engine, and that means that your videos can work for you long after you hit publish, but only if you can create the right kind of content and set it up properly. Evergreen content is content essentially that solves a timeless problem. When paired with strong calls to actions, optimized descriptions, and a clear funnel, it becomes your digital salesperson, and it works for you 24/7. And if you repurpose even one of your videos across Shorts, LinkedIn, or Instagram, you then can multiply your reach without multiplying the work, which is a beautiful thing. So get started with finding some evergreen topics. Some examples of evergreen topics would be how to get clients without cold pitching, or how to budget on a low income. And you can use Google Trends plus YouTube search to find lasting interest in good topics, or even ChatGPT. And also mention your offer naturally. So it would look something like this. If you want my free guide, check the link below. Say it early and repeat it once more at the end, or you can do it in the middle of your video and at the end. And then also use your description in your comment section wisely. Your first line should be a call to action, and you can even, provide a link or tell people where to get your offer so you can get some traffic going to your actual offer for people to get it. And you can even pin a comment. So for example, want my free guide on how to grow on YouTube? Grab it right here. And repurpose easily. You can use CapCut's AutoCut to make shorts from your longer videos. You can use ChatGPT to turn your key points into a LinkedIn or an Instagram post with this prompt. You turn this YouTube script into a short LinkedIn post. When you use strategy, not guesswork, your content starts doing the selling for you, and that's when the money will actually start to flow your way. If you're serious about turning YouTube into your lead machine, not a time suck, start applying what I shared with you today. What's stopping you, right? Drop your questions below. I'm answering all comments, and hit the subscribe if you're ready to grow a business that runs on content, not chaos.